And unfortunately, I fell pregnant with my first
Oh,
son, Dylan. I fell
yes.
pregnant and I kind of got into a state of depression because then I did not know where my life is going. How am I going to make it? I've disappointed my parents, my family.
Hmm.
After that happened, my dad was like, okay, maybe you should go to Goma where your grandparents are.
Mhm.
You give birth there, your grandparents will be there to take care of you, you'll be with your mom, whatnot, everything will be okay.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. This is English Hub with Mr. Gaspar. Today, we are very delighted to receive a charming girl here who is going to give a certain story. I don't know what kind of a story that is going to share with us today, but we are very, very delighted to host Miss Tisha. Tisha, you're welcome. Feel comfortable, and this is going to change even your mind. If you want to learn something, please approach on us. Thank you very much. Hello, Tisha.
Hi, Mr. Gaspar.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Welcome, Tisha.
Thank you very much.
All right. Uh, we are here today. We would like now to hear from you. There is a lot of story that you told me that you have, and you really want to share with the world. All right.
Yes.
Okay. First, I would like to know exactly, even not me only, even everybody here, those who are watching us here, need to know exactly who you are.
Mhm.
So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, where do I start? My name is Letitia Nurubachu. I was born in Goma, but I grew up somewhere else.
Okay.
I'm the first of three children. Well, I'm the eldest at home. I'm the first of three. I'm 28 years old, and I am a single mother to two beautiful children, a boy and a girl. The boy's name is Dylan, and the girl's name is Emerald. Well, Emerald in French, but Emerald in English, which
Okay.
means precious gem. Um, I'm a Baha'i. That's my religion. I'm a Baha'i.
A Baha'i.
Yes, a
What kind of
Baha'i.
that religion?
Well, it's a religion that it started in Persia. I mean, the founder is Baha'u'llah. I'm not sure if you've heard of it,
Okay.
but it's a religion that's been around for a while now. But most people don't really know about it because
Okay.
we are just used to the Christianity, the Islamic faith, and the Hindu faith.
Okay.
If it's not those three, then any other religion people don't know about it.
Sure, sure, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So I'm a Baha'i, and I was raised actually all over, but mostly I grew up in Swaziland.
Oh, thank you very much for your introduction. I can see your international one,
Yes,
right?
of course.
Yeah. So now I can hear uh, your English is so perfect, and yet you are born in Congo. And we know that Congo is a country where they used to speak only French and
Of
the other
course.
vernacular languages there. So,
Yeah.
would you please tell us a little bit about your journey of learning English?
It's a very long journey, a very long one. I was born during the time of the war in '96. So then my parents decided to flee the war and find greener pastures for me. I was their first child, their only child, so they felt the need to protect me.
Okay.
So we left Congo and we moved to Rwanda for a while. I was still very
Rwanda.
Rwanda, yeah.
Wow.
I was still very young, so I don't remember much about it. But my mom always tells me that I used to speak Kinyarwanda very fluently, so I don't know where
Whoa.
that went to.
But now it's a very difficult for
Now
you to
it's
speak
very
Kinyarwanda, right?
difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
So after Rwanda, we went to Uganda,
Hmm.
where I did my nursery school, and then I did primary one, two, three, and four
In Uganda.
in Uganda.
Okay.
So that's where I got my first glimpse of English.
Oh.
So then I was fortunate enough to have joined a choir, the Pearl of Africa Children's Choir in Uganda.
In Uganda.
So with that choir, I was able to travel abroad.
Mhm.
So when I traveled abroad, my parents left for greener pastures somewhere else, and they went to Swaziland. So when I
You
came back,
traveled abroad. What do you mean when you say abroad? It's where exactly?
I mean abroad, Washington D.C.
United States of America?
Yes, yes,
Wow.
the United States of America.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean I was fortunate enough. But after I came back, I found that my parents had moved to Swaziland.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Most of people, when they get that chance of going in USA, they don't want to come back. How did you come back from there?
Oh my gosh, when you're a child and you're the only child, your parents seem to have an attachment to you.
Sure, sure, sure.
So when I was there, my mom felt the need to just have me close to her, so she wanted me to be with her. Therefore, she asked me to come back and be with them. But unfortunately, they were not in Kampala anymore.
Okay.
They were in Swaziland, so I joined them in Swaziland.
All right.
Yeah.
You joined them in Swaziland.
Yes. So
And it's where you have grew up now. How
yes.
old were you at the time you went in the USA?
Oh my gosh, I was very young. I must have been around 8 or 9 years old.
Oh wow, you were so
I
young.
was so
You
young
couldn't
because
stay there.
I remember when I go to Swaziland. Immediately I got there. It was a few weeks before my tenth birthday.
Okay.
So I think it must have been around 8 or 9 years, probably, because I celebrated my 10th year birthday when I got to Swaziland.
All right.
So when I got there, I continued my studies. In
Yes.
primary, I was schooling at Bahai Primary School.
Bahai Primary School.
Yes, remember my religion?
Related to the
Yes.
other religion.
I was
Okay.
schooling there. I finished my primary. I also did my high school in Swaziland.
Yes.
Started my university. Unfortunately, I did not get to finish.
Okay.
And then that's when my
Why
parents,
didn't you finish?
life got the better of me. Life got better of me, and a lot of things happened that I could not manage, and I just needed my mom to be there for me and hold me and just tell me things will be okay. So I decided to follow my mom here, where she had moved back in DRC.
But there is something that you're hiding from yeah, there is something that you're
No.
hiding because it is a place where you have been grown. You had a friend, and you had a relatives. You had your religion, which was there.
Yeah.
So, how come you did not finish your studies at Swaziland?
Well, as for having my religion there, my religion is everywhere in the world. Wherever you go, you will find my religion
Okay.
in any village. But when you're doing something, you don't really know what's gonna happen when you leave it. So what happened was that when I got to university, I was in college.
Okay.
I got that sense of freedom because now my parents are like, now you're in college, now you're free, you're old to make your own
Were your
decisions.
parents still there, or
Yes, they were
okay?
both still there. My
Okay.
mom was still there when I started college.
Okay.
So they gave me that sense of freedom, and unfortunately I misused it because immediately I got into college, I was so over the moon. I was happy, I was excited. I'm finally a woman in college, living the college life. I
Yes.
got mixed up into the wrong crowd, and at first it was okay because I was able to differentiate between right or wrong. But
Yes.
as time went on, I got sucked into the reality of living as a college girl who has freedom. My parents
Yes.
have given me freedom to do whatever you want. You know how you want your life to be.
Yes.
So I got into the wrong crowds. I started misbehaving. I started failing my courses. And in the midst of all that, I got introduced to someone who I really thought was going to be someone to help me, someone was going to walk this life with. I was
Okay.
naive, young, and just hoping for that sense of love and longing.
Yes.
And then, unfortunately, I fell pregnant with my first
Oh.
son, Dylan. I fell
Yes.
pregnant, and I kind of got into a state of depression because then I did not know where my life is going. How am I going to make it? I've disappointed my parents, my family. I'm the eldest. I'm supposed to lead by example.
Understandable.
So what do I do? So after my father saw that, and we're already planning on how we're going to relocate to DRC, my father thought it would be better if I came to DRC, meet my mom. She's better placed to help me through what I'm going through. She'll be there for me. She'll understand. Just get that mother love that I needed. Because when I fell pregnant, my mom had already traveled to DRC.
Okay.
She
I
had,
wanted to ask you, how did they welcome that circumstances of getting pregnant?
I don't know, but I'm thankful for my parents.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for my parents. I don't know where I would be without my parents.
Sure.
Because as I am right now here with you doing this interview at this beautiful school,
Yes.
it's thanks to my parents. with every mistake that I've ever made, they've always been there for me to hold my hand. So when the news of my pregnancy came about, my mom didn't care that it was out of wedlock. I was young. I was alone. What she cared about was my health. How am I doing? How am I feeling? How is the child? Because the first message she sent me was, "Did you go to the hospital? Have you got the prenatal care? What's gonna happen?" She didn't start shouting, and I knew she was disappointed. They had big plans for me, but she put the disappointments aside and focused on being a mother to me, which is why I'll forever be grateful to my parents.
Yes.
And I'm glad I have them as parents because they're understanding and they're supportive. I wouldn't be here without them, honestly.
Sure.
Yeah, so I got pregnant, and my father said it's better I come this side and be with my mom. Unfortunately, I gave birth before I came here, so my mom missed the birth of my first child. So I came back. I came to DRC. I met my mom, and she welcomed me, and she's been there for me ever since. Ever since she's been there for me.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so that's what happened. That's why I came back to DRC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then how did you take now the decision, and who has supported you to take a decision to come back to continue your college, your university?
Oh, before we get there, I got into trouble again. I don't know. I think I'm a magnet for trouble. Trouble follows me everywhere I go. I don't understand.
No.
But
We should get the actor like that.
yeah,
You are
but
blessed lady.
yes,
You
I
are blessed
received.
lady.
Yes, I received. When I got to DRC, things were going great. I came to DRC. I came to Goma. I passed through Goma. I saw my grandparents. I saw my extended family. I had not seen in a while, and then we went to Kisangani.
Okay.
Now, when we got to Kisangani, that's where I got into trouble again. I started working. I was teaching at Hope International School. I was a nursery teacher.
Have you ever been a teacher?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Teaching learns in our family. I don't understand how, but my mom is a teacher. My grandmother is a teacher. My grandfather was a teacher. My aunts are teachers. So teaching is just in our blood.
Sure.
So I was teaching. I was working, and then again I got so overwhelmed with finally being a woman because my mom was seeing me as a grown-up woman. I have a child. I'm responsible. And then somewhere along the line, I made the wrong decision again. I met a guy, we started talking, one thing led to another, and I was pregnant again with my second child. So after that happened, my dad was like, okay, maybe you should go to Goma where your grandparents are. You give birth there, your grandparents will be there to take care of you, you'll be with your mom, whatnot, everything will be okay. Again, they supported me throughout this pregnancy. That's why I say I'll forever be grateful for my parents.
Your parents are grateful.
They're amazing people.
Very amazing.
Yes.
Sure.
So I got to Goma.
For others, when their child or their daughters are just get pregnant, it is now the time of depression, of rejection, and whatever.
Yeah,
right? But for
true.
you, the fact of receiving you and try to cater you in a very good way. So, salute to them for sure.
Salute to you guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, right.
It all depends with your upbringing, with the way you've been brought up. My parents were brought up in loving families,
Yes.
They grew up with the Baha'i faith, which teaches unity, love, respect. So I think they took all that they've been taught from an early age, and they just instilled it into us, and then they just use it everywhere they go.
Sure.
So back to my story. I came to Goma. I delivered my baby girl.
The second time.
Second time,
Okay.
yes. And there and then my parents decided that it's never too late to go to school.
Yes.
It's never too late. So they pushed and they pushed and they said, you know what? We need you to do something for yourself. We need you to be somebody that when you look at yourself, you'll say you're proud of who you are. You're proud of where you've been. Forget about your story. Forget about where you've been. Focus on where you're going. Focus on what you want to be in the future. So my parents were like, you know what? You're going back to school. We're going to make it possible. Don't worry about the kids. We'll take care of them. We just want you to focus on being somebody in the future. And that's how I found myself at this super school that we call ELK.
Wow, 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 wow. I like this story for sure. The way you have been helped in one way or another.
Yes.
Very good. That's sounding very good. And thank you very much again, because most of girls here outside here, they can even get pregnant and then they wish even to abolish.
Oh no, no,
Huh?
no. That is no.
Yes, they do. They do outside here.
And
Huh?
that's a sin.
It is called the swap.
Oh my god, they had a name for it.
Yes, that is. Yeah, she had already swapped. They call it swap. So as long as you did not even swap and you accept, you produce two beautiful. Are they boy, girls, or what?
The first one is a boy.
The second one, a girl.
The second one is a girl.
All right.
My mom always tells me that children are a blessing from God. It does not matter how
That's
you
what I
got
want
them.
to say. That the children are a blessing from God.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
You are killing somebody who is going to be the president tomorrow. Can you imagine?
Imagine.
It's going to be minister. It's going to be somebody who is very important in the certain family like this one.
And I knew, because if I had even considered abortion, my parents would have disowned me there and then. With the values I know that my parents have, had I done something like that, I wouldn't be here right now. I don't even know where I would be.
All right.
Yeah.
What have you appreciated in ELK?
Oh, what is there that you cannot appreciate at ELK? I mean, first of all, ELK is an amazing school. But the things that I appreciate the most, I've got 5 things I appreciate the most at ELK.
Okay.
Firstly, the environment and the infrastructure.
All right.
It's beautiful, it's calm, it's clean. It's just amazing. You feel calm when you just enter the compound. You're like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Secondly, the staff. And when I say the staff, I mean everybody, the administration part, the lecturers, the cleaners who keep the place clean all the time, the lecturers who are always there supporting you, they're always there for you.
Sure.
And you have the administration parts where they're just always eager to help you. It doesn't matter if your question sounds stupid, but they're just eager to help you out. And another thing I like is the diversity. The diversity of the school. We have students from all over. We have students from Sudan. We have students from Liberia. We have students from Chad. We have students from Congo and Swaziland, like myself. I mean,
yes.
Isn't that diversity enough, especially with the languages that we speak, which is just beautiful. We also have the English club. I think the English club has to be my favorite because it gives me the opportunity to continue speaking the language even outside of Swaziland, outside of DRC. In another country, I'm able to express myself and also help others while doing it. Isn't that something to love about ILCA? And then, last but not least, I think I love ILCA the most because it caters to everyone's need. From what I've seen, it caters to everyone's need. I mean, it doesn't matter what faculty you want to do. It doesn't matter if it's there or not. They always find a way to help you install yourself in whatever you're doing. And for that, I would choose ILCA 100 times over and over and over again.
So it means that you have to invite even other new students from around the world to come to study at your university?
I brought one already.
Okay.
I already brought one. He's registered. He's also doing computer science with me.
Okay.
And I also have a few that are thinking of coming, and I'm just trying to convince, but they'll be here.
Okay, let's come back on our another segment. It is a segment related to entertainment.
Oh,
do you like entertainment?
My favorite.
Okay, what is your favorite artists in Congo, in Rwanda, everywhere? Oh, in Swaziland. Let me start from Swaziland. So we have been growing.
Okay, on the spot. In Swaziland, we don't have we don't have artists, in Swaziland. Okay, I wouldn't say we don't have artists, but then the music industry or the entertainment industry is it's small.
It's very small.
They don't have exposure. They don't have.
What makes them happy?
What makes them happy?
Yes.
Enjoyment.
Enjoyment, like drinking beer, what?
Drinking, partying, having fun, like we're in December.
Okay.
So I know it's going down.
Right.
But an artist that I know in Swaziland would have to be oh my gosh, I forgot his name, but I know one of his songs, Gwaimani. He sings this beautiful song, Gwaimani. It's been there for a long time.
Gwaimani.
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 I feel so bad I forgot his name. Diba. Oh yes, Diba Diba. That's his name. Shout out to you, Diba Diba.
All right.
He's a rapper in Swaziland. And that's the one song that actually touched me. It's very beautiful.
Okay.
In DRC, I
Yes.
think my favorite artist would have to be Daju. Do you know him?
Daju. I don't.
You
I'm
don't?
not a very
Oh my
good
gosh! How
listener of
can you not
artists.
know
Do
him?
you know? My cameraman, let's say that.
I'm sure he knows. Do you know Daju?
Yeah.
You see?
Okay. He
So
said
my
he knows
favorite
that.
artist has to be Daju. I love his music.
Mhm.
It has meaning. Well, most of the time it has meaning, and most of the time it's just fun.
Which song of
Entertainment.
him or her? Is he or her?
It's a he. It's
He.
a he. My favorite song of his would have to be the latest song that he just released.
Okay.
I Love You. That's the name of the song.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
That's
that has to be my favorite song at the
Thank
moment.
you. Thank you very much.
In Rwanda,
When you are alone, excuse me, when you are alone, do you try to sing one stanza of your favorite artist?
I mean, I try, but I don't succeed. when you're alone, you feel
How
like
do you
a
try?
star.
You try now and see whether you cannot
Um,
succeed.
um, now
Try your best.
the whole world is going to know that I'm horrible at singing.
It's okay. You're not ready for that, but I wish I would hear your voice singing here. All right.
Very soon. If you have me next time, then I'll prepare a song
Okay,
to sing.
that is a promise.
Okay.
That is a promise that next time
I
you will
promise.
give us a certain capella of your
Yes, I
favorite
will.
artists.
I will.
Oh, that's great. So in Rwanda,
My favorite artist in Rwanda, I don't know his name, but I just recently discovered him. He sings this song, "Love on Fire." I think his name is Andy yeah,
huh?
Andy Mu.
Unbelievable.
That's him, Andy
Uh-huh.
Mu. I just recently discovered him, and I love his style of music. It's like
Okay.
soft, soulful R&B. It's just beautiful. He has to be my favorite artist in Rwanda.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. All right. Now we are reaching at the end of our interview, and we would like just to give you space so that you can greet your friends, your relatives, your people whom you have left there in Swaziland. And if there is those whom you are still remembering about, those whom were together in the choir, this is your now time. This is a free space for you so that you can, because they are following you, they are looking at you, they are following each and every step. Right. So now it is your time now.
Oh, where do I start? A big shout out to my parents first of all. Without you, I wouldn't be here. I'm grateful and will forever be grateful. A shout out to my elder sister, Wendy Mzebele in Swaziland. I love you so much and I miss you. I wish you could come here and visit me. I would also like to send a shout out to my uncles and my aunties that are all over the world and watching me making things happen.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
May God bless each and every person who is just subscribing here. Please share and comment on this YouTube channel, English Hub with Mr. Gaspar. God bless you. Bye bye.
Thank you.